Hey everybody, my name is Jonathan Guzmán. I was born in Puerto Rico in 1995. I lived my whole life in Puerto Rico. Every time that my mom had an opportunity to send me back to my grandma in the DR, she was a single mom. She needed a break to work more and take extra hours. So I grew up from the age of 1 to 5 in the Dominican Republic. There, when I was, mature enough to go to kindergarten, my mom brought me back to Puerto Rico, where it was a community that everybody knew each other. We call it La Manzana. It was a roundabout, surrounded by a forest, literally, and where you heard the animals, you were able to feel the breeze of the air, and nature was just near you. And regardless of the different things that we went through, we were able to establish a lovely home with tons of struggles. Yeah, so I remember my mom driving a standard car, Mitsubishi, and where most of the time if it rained, we felt the rain. We were in the car, it had holes right on top, and the rain just went through it. And I remember one time that we had to open an umbrella. Like I saw this, I lived this. Walking miles to my school when the car didn't turn on. There was times that I saw my mom not eat to ensure that we ate. And I was not the easiest child. I had angry issues. I had a disability, learning disability, and intertwining all those struggles, my mom had a handful to maneuver and to figure out on how to be a good mother, provide, but still be able to move forward and give a life to her children. So I was the reason why my mom moved. Back in 29, I was at a special school in Bayamón, Puerto Rico. I fell in love with the sciences, right? In biology and animal science, and wanted to become a vet and work on an animal hospital and support those that cannot speak for themselves. That's literally the quote that I will use all the time. And my mom didn't see me getting that education in Puerto Rico and said, I think it's time to move to America for you to go to school, learn the language, and have the opportunity to go to college and provide the opportunity for you to grow, to be the individual that you have to be. My journey as a child, as a teenager, I didn't know what it was to play outside. I was placed in a room with colored pencils and a piece of paper. And every day I had to drink medicine. And soon enough, those that were part of the system didn't think that the medicine that was being given to me was enough. And then I started taking Adderall as a child. Because of that life and situation, it has brought to me so many perspectives of how an educational platform sometimes forgets about a few students are struggling, and just push them outside to not jeopardize other students' opportunity of education, right? 2 educators that finally made me realize enough is enough. Particularly one educator is Miss Santiago. Santiago never gave up never said to me, "You're not enough," was patient, went through the same struggles that a student at that time like myself was going through, and never pushed me to think that I was not enough or deserving of being in those spaces. And that's when I started, realizing that whatever I'm doing, I can control, I can figure it out, and I can push forward. And that's when my journey began. There's been so many challenges in my life. I've been placed in systems that were not built for me. If there are a couple goals of how we make Lawrence prosper, I truly believe in education. Regardless if it's a subject that you don't want to talk about or something that you do want to talk about, being able to provide people a well-rounded scoop of information and saying to them, you decide. Here's the information, right? Educate yourself. Let us provide you all that you need to know about. And then you decide what you want to do with that information, right? You create power, you empower people, right, to understand what's going on. And you empower them to understand what can they do. So when this question comes up of, what will you do to get the city moving forward? We need educated leaders, well-rounded, that understand the pathway of policy and all these other indicators that are for the well-being and public health of our community. And then from there, we trigger down to the other spaces to prosper.